Morning. Can everyone hear me okay? Can you hear okay in the back? Okay, again, my name is Jim Fortin. I'm an author, speaker, trainer. I am also a master hypnotist. And no worries, I'm not going to hypnotize anyone in the room today. I'm a master hypnotist, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. That's where a lot of what you're going to learn today has come from. I've taught this information for many years to thousands of people all around the world, all the way from Wall Street to Main Street, all the way from billionaires to housewives. What I do is I teach unconscious persuasion and influence. I teach people how to persuade and how to influence other people, and they don't even know that it's happening. Before we get started, I want to show you something really cool. You folks are going to love this. Everyone in the room, take your right arm, put it up just like this, take your thumb and forefinger, put it together like an OK sign. Okay, follow me, bring it right down and put it on your chin. Right down on your chin. Freeze. This is your chin. This is a cheek. Okay? Chin, cheek. The bad thing is when people have already seen this and they do it again. Okay? Those of you that followed me to your cheek when I said chin, you followed me unconsciously. You followed me with no analytical thought. I mean, you didn't think, okay, he said chin, cheek, chin, which... No, you followed me visually. You followed me, didn't you? She's embarrassed. She's like, I can't believe I did that. She can't believe she did it. People, we follow people. We work on autopilot all day long. Ever been driving and almost miss your exit? You're on autopilot. Everyone in the room has done that. We did it 3 times on the way here from our hotel, okay, this morning. So we operate on autopilot. And the thing is, it's very easy to get people to do what you want them to do because we're on autopilot all day long. We're creatures of habit. So I'm going to show you how to start persuading and how to influence, how to persuade and how to influence people this morning so that you can actually take your closing ratio from here to here, just like that, and you can shorten your selling cycles from here to here very, very easily. I once had a lady ask me, she said, I was watching her body language. She said, Jim, I don't mean to be judgmental. And she was shifting, and she was being judgmental. And she said, I don't mean to be judgmental, but let me ask you, how ethical is it to persuade and influence people unconsciously? They don't even know that it's happening. This is my answer to that. There are no unethical techniques, only unethical users. What I'm going to share with you has been used on you for many, many years, as I'm about to demonstrate, by many major corporations that have gotten you to buy their product. For example, if you voted in the last presidential election, you were led there. You were led to vote with a marketing campaign. I'll give you an example here. We'll talk about this in a little bit. What did the McCain-Palin podium say on the front of it? That's how bad the marketing message was. What did it say?
Country first?
Country first. I thought you were going to say country fried. I'm from Dallas. So. No, it said McCain-Palin. What did the Obama podium say right in the front of it? Change. What he literally did, that is the most persuasive campaign for almost anything that I have ever seen. The entire country, which we'll talk about this, was moving away from pain because people move from pain to pleasure. What he did is he linked his campaign to that national psyche. That's why 2 hours into the election, he'd already won the election because people were moving from pain to pleasure, and he associated himself with pleasure. So let's talk about this a little bit. There was a Tylenol commercial. I looked for it on YouTube. I couldn't find it. Maybe 10 years ago. Tylenol commercial. I'm going to run you through it, and then we're going to go back and I'm going to explain why it's so powerful. 19 words. Comes on the first week of November. A little boy sitting on a bed. He's sniffling and sneezing. You can see rain pattering down on the windows and trees swaying in the background. The narrator says, Moms, cold and flu season is here. When your little one gets sick, you can depend on children's Tylenol. That's it. Moms, cold and flu season is here. When your little one gets sick, you can depend on children's Tylenol. Does anyone have the old-fashioned day planner that you actually write in? Does anyone have one on you? You do. Does anyone have it handy? Okay. Would you flip to November, please? Are you there? Almost. Okay. When is Thanksgiving? End of the month.
Last Thursday
Last Thursday of the month. Look on there, please. When is the first day of cold and flu season? It's not on there, is it? Okay. That's a suggestion. What happened there is Tylenol started leading mothers. What they did is they said, moms, they're calling out to their target market, moms, cold and flu season is here. Show of hands, if you heard that commercial, show of hands, who would argue with that the first week in November? Look around the room, not a single hand in the room. What has happened in that moment is they have then laid a suggestion. They have planted a suggestion and bypassed the analytical factor of the mind, meaning the thinking part of the mind, okay? So they planted the suggestion. Now mothers run around telling their kids, how many moms do I have? Show of hands. Okay, good, a fair amount. Moms, what do you tell your kids when you hear that? Because you hear the commercial, cold and flu season is here, you start thinking that. Now what do you tell the kids? Stay warm, bundle up, you're going to get sick, you're going to get sick, you're going to get sick. Now, what happens to your little one? They get sick, and who can you depend on? Children's Tylenol. Also, the second part of the commercial was when your little one gets sick. They didn't say if your little one gets sick. They didn't say in case your little one gets sick. It's already presupposed to be true when your little one gets sick. Can you now see how powerful that is? How powerful words are to lead your thinking to get you to do things. And that's what you're going to start learning this morning.